Eric, after the events of last night, something strange seemingly happened. Everything kind of just went black and dark.
Damn.
You find yourself coming back into consciousness under this tree, sitting in front of its stump. This giant, wide tree. It is the middle of the night, and you appear to be in this large open field.
Hmm. I mean, it's a nice tree, but how the heck did I get here? Think I'm gonna explore around the tree.
Looking around at the tree, there does seem to be weird parts of the bark that just don't seem like they're supposed to fit in. Almost like they were put there.
Well, why would I put bark like on the tree?
You what?
Why would someone put bark on the tree?
Essentially, the bark doesn't seem to match up with the rest of the tree.
I know, but why would someone place bark on the tree? The tree dying?
I can't answer that for you, bro.
Damn. Is there anything inside the tree? Like, is there any like holes or anything?
Looking inside of the, looking in some of the holes of the tree, it seems hollow. And just coming to this realization, you can now hear the faint whistles of the wind going through the hollow limbs of the tree. It seems like
Hmm.
there are holes in various parts of the tree.
I feel like this tree would fall apart if you were to cut it. Is it even like strong enough for me to climb on top of it?
Do you try?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to see if I can get a better view on top of the tree.
Trying to climb onto the tree, some of the bark releases from your hand as you fall off of the tree. And then something shining peers out from the edge where the bark fell.
Shiny? When you say shining, do you mean like gold?
Reflective. It's hard to actually know and understand what's going on, but it is shining.
Hmm. Can I try to pull off the rest of the bark around this shiny thing?
Yes.
All right, well, do that.
Pulling off the bark, a strange figure is revealed. Something of the likes you've never really seen before. It looks somewhat like a dice, but not completely.
Weird. Think I'll store it in my pocket for now till I need it or until I can figure out what it's used for.
All right.
Better safe than sorry.
Where's your inventory bag? Fuck, where is it? Oh, okay. Oh, you weren't supposed to fill this out.
Oh, my
Edibles.
bad.
That's alright. So, now that you've explored this strange hollow tree, what would you like to do now?
I think I'm gonna try to find a town where I can find a merchant.
Alright. Exiting the tree lining, it is difficult to see far, but off to the east, you can see a pond. You can only tell, you can only see it because it reflects the moon in it.
Hmm. Well, then I'll go to the pond and see if anyone's there.
Okay? Heading over to the pond, the. Oh shit. There's this weird sense of something isn't right of the pond, like about the pond. And then finally, a empty figure goes up from the pond, holding a card.
Uh, that
This figure is fully human, and you can tell, but it has no detail or feature. It's has no eyes, no mouth, no any form of protrusions or anything. It's just skin.
well, I'm gonna try to communicate with it because at least body. So, hello.
Attempting communication, there seems to be no reciprocation. It's almost as if the figure is unconscious.
Is anyone there? Hello. I try to float a bit closer to the figure.
My mistake. Floating closer to the figure, it is. It's just an empty, blank canvas of a person.
Well, it's holding a card, right?
Yes. As a matter of fact, getting closer to this person, the details of the card seem to show up quite a bit more. As the card looks like this.
Oh, that's comforting. Um, I think I'm going to take the card cautiously and then just float away as fast as I can.
Oh shit, my bad. Somebody watching this is gonna copy that link and get something really fucking stupid. So what do you do?
Well, I float away quickly in case the body somehow has a reaction to me taking the card.
Nope. Zero reaction.
So it's just a body. Hmm. Is there anything in the water?
No. Nothing
Hmm.
of detail. Nothing of good detail. Just some like pebbles.
That's strange. I want to take a bit of a closer look at the card. Is there anything on the back of it?
No, there isn't. On the back of it, it only mirrors what the front of it is.
Mm. It kind of looks like it has the symbols of what's on the dice.
The semblance?
Slight resemblance.
You said it kind of looks.
Yeah, the symbols on the dice kind of look like like the little swirls on the card,
I
but
think I
then
can see.
again,
I can kind of see it.
hmm, something about this place is very, very off. Just doesn't seem real. I want to take a look at one of the other trees.
You want to take a look at one of the other trees?
Yeah.
Which one of these three trees would you like to pick from?
Um, these the the tree right across from me.
Huh?
The tree right across from the pond.
Right over here? Or here?
I was talking
Left or
about
right?
the middle tree.
Okay. Alright. Walking up to the tree, this one doesn't seem to have any difference in it. It seems to just be a normal tree.
I knock on the tree to like see if it does anything.
Knocking on the tree, nothing happens.
And I try to pull out the bark.
The bark comes off very tough, and it is not hollow on the inside, but full. Completely full.
Is there anything with the leaves or anything like anything on top of the tree?
Searching on top of the tree, you do find the odd creature or two, but nothing that's going to attack you and nothing in particular around the tree.
Mm. I want to try that smaller tree.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Looking into the smaller tree, it does seem to be hollow. But it's almost like there's something filling it.
I'm gonna kill my little brother.
Do you need a pause?
No, it's fine. My little brother's just okay. You know what? Yeah, I need to pause real quick. Sorry.
Alright. You were just looking inside of the hollow tree, right?
Yes.
Okay. Um, Looking inside of the hollow tree, you end up seeing what looks like a child inside of this tree. The actual figure is hard to make out because of the darkness and stuff like that. And it is progressively only getting darker as it turns close to midnight.
Hello? Is anyone in there?
There is no response. You can see the person breathing, but it looks like they're unconscious.
I try to open up the tree then.
Opening up the tree, you see another figure. This time, it's a little more obvious as to what it looks like. I hope I have it fucking saved. No, I don't. My fault.
Damn.
My mistake. Would you mind waiting one moment so I can save this?
Good.
Looking inside of the tree, you do see this lady. In there, and the bunny is there.
So she is breathing, correct?
Yes.
I try to tap on her to see if she is conscious.
You hear from below her. She won't wake up.
Who said that?
It sounds almost like it came from the rabbit plushie.
I'm gonna squat. I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna squat next to Bunny. Why won't she wake up?
There is no response.
I try to like I try to shake the lady a bit, not like aggressively, but just like you know enough to try to get her conscious.
It doesn't seem to work. And you stop looking at the plush, right?
I stopped looking at the plush for a moment. Yes.
You hear it say again, she won't wake up.
Why won't she wake up? What happened to her?
Are you still looking at the plush?
Yeah.
You are looking at it?
Yes.
No response, it drops silent.
So it doesn't speak when I look at it. Do we have an estimate of how long the girl's been here? Has she like been has the tree grown around her?
Looking away from the plushie, you say, it feels like she's been here for 3 months. I don't know how long it's actually been. I lost track of time.
Well, what happened to her? I say as I continue to look at the girl.
I don't know. I become inactive when humans, look at me.
Hmm. Do you need help?
I'm sorry?
Do you need help?
Not me. She might.
What can I do to help?
I'm not entirely certain. What is that over there? The person in the pond.
That's no one. That is just a figure.
Strange.
Strange indeed.
Feels familiar.
Familiar?
Oddly. You watch the plushie walk over to the girl. As he falls, he was moving with enough momentum that when you saw him, he falls to the feet of the girl.
Uh, I'll try not to look at you. Let me just. I just cover my eyes so that way he can get himself back up.
You shut your eyes.
Yeah.
You can open them back up now.
All right. I do that.
Reopening your eyes, you see him just, loosely hung onto her shoulder.
Mm. So, what happened to you? You don't seem like you're a part of her.
I'm not exactly. Not particularly. We're companions.
Mm. How come you go inactive when people look at you?
Sorry?
Why do you go inactive when people look at you?
I don't know. It's involuntary and it feels like I'm falling asleep. It doesn't hurt. It's just annoying.
Mm. Does it happen when she looks at you?
Yes, when everybody looks at me.
Well, I can try to help your friend, but I'm not sure what I can do besides maybe try to get her to safety.
Maybe.
Do you know how she got here?
No, I don't. I don't remember.
Mm. She won't wake up. Mm.
Off in the
Wait,
distance, you do hear like some form of howling.
howling?
Yeah, almost like a dog or a wolf.
That means something's close by. That's not good. At least not for her. That
Okay.
I've opened the tree.
Are you able to fight?
Uh, well, I can try.
I have a special ability, but it can only work once. If we get into a pinch, I need you to tell me that you're going to close your eyes and then close them. Only, only if we get into a pinch.
Okay. I'll try not to make it so you have to do that, but just in
I
case.
appreciate that.
Hmm. But for right now, could you try to maybe just, well, I don't have to tell you to keep her here, but I want to try and maybe get some water and maybe splash on her? Maybe that could do something
Yes, but you might want to watch out for the things behind us.
behind us.
Turning around, you are met with two of these creatures. They do not seem friendly.
Oh,
It doesn't seem like they're immediately aggressive towards you, but they definitely don't seem like they want. They definitely don't seem happy.
um, I don't think I have any food on me. Um,
They eat soul.
no. Uh, uh, I just kind of stand there, slightly panicking, trying to think what to do.
We are going to flip a coin for each of these wolves. If you get tails on both, both will leave you alone. Heads on one of them will attack you. And heads on both, both will attack. Understand?
Understood.
Heads. We'll actually flip it again. Tails for one, tails for the other.
Oh,
Luckily, these wolves look at you, choosing not to attack. They run by you.
oh, oh, thank God.
What would you like to do, Eric?
So when I split the tree open, did the bark like get destroyed, or did I like try to place it back so she's kind of
The plush was not being held, but this lady is being held by her limbs, very loosely, but still tangled by her limbs. You didn't break
Y-
apart the bark to drag her out onto the ground. She's still in the tree.
Right. Hmm. Well, I think I am going to keep her in the tree just in case, and I'm going to get some water to try to her up.
Going over to collect water, you have nothing to hold it but your hands and potentially your bag, but that could run with the risk of things inside of it being ruined.
Can I use my mouth?
Sure. Cupping a mouthful of water. Do you walk back over and then what?
This is gonna be gross, but I spit it onto her, trying to see if that'll wake her up.
Nicole, the first thing you feel when you wake up is this extremely ice cold, spit filled water.
Oh my god.
I just slowly open my eyes.
Your limbs are being held together by branches. Not held together, but being held in place by loose vines and branches.
Hello?
Oh, you're awake. Hello.
The plush at the sight, like with the sight of this lady, becomes inactive. It is on your shoulder, Nicole.
I will hold my rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you and why am I in Vine?
Well, for your first question, hello, I am Ghosty. And for your second question, I'm not sure. I tried to um ask your rabbit, but it didn't know either. I was hoping that maybe you would know, but it seems that you don't, so.
Interesting.
But you were stuck in this tree in this weird place. So that's really all I can give you.
Why is my face cold and wet?
Oh, to wake you up I had to splash water on your face. Sorry.
I'm surprised that you had the ability to cup water in your hands so well.
Yeah, yeah.
It was in your hands, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With this weird, awkward tension, the nice, beautiful shooting stars are going across the sky, streaking across the sky. It is far enough from unnatural light that you are able to see into the stars. The galaxy shines through, the arms streaking across, but it doesn't cover any stars. Everything shows through. You're even able to see super detailed nebulas.
Uh,
Off in the distance,
That is
there are like divine creatures flying around and stuff like that. You can even just hear the sounds of the sounds of nature just come alive as the clock strikes midnight. Midnight.
either that's not good or
I do try and just carefully slip out of the vines.
They break off very easily.
Either you're very weak or I'm very strong.
are you talking to the vines?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, me? Most likely I'm weak. I mean, when you're just a little guy, there's not much you can really do.
Interesting.
But from what your rabbit friend said, you've been in that tree for possibly over 3 months.
I've been in this tree for how long?
Well, from what your friend said, 3 months.
With the coming realization of the amount of time that you've spent inside of the tree, Nicole, you guys all see a very large group of these things. These horses on fire, streaking across the ground.
Do they look friendly?
It's hard to tell.
Okay. I think that we should stay hidden. Wait, wait, are they near the water?
They're near you guys, leaving a large trail as they just walk in a herd.
We are going to stay inside the tree and stay as quiet as possible so
Ah,
they,
yes. Stay inside of this very flammable tree while the fire horses walk by.
if we walk out there, they will see us.
Hey,
If we walk out of the tree, they will see us.
They've already passed by.
Oh, never mind then. I'm just stupid. All right. Well,
Well, at after
they
saying they will see us, they start passing by. Not
all
they
right.
haven't already passed by. Now they have.
Mm. Well, now we can get out of the tree.
The glimpse being stricken away. Ghost, you do hear the plush say, "Tell her what I told you."
What was it?
About shutting your
Huh?
eyes.
Oh, right.
Once the
Uh,
gaze is met again, it goes limp and quiet.
Who are you talking to?
oh, you don't know your friend? I say, pointing to the plush.
Are you referring to Angel?
Oh, that's his name. Angel. Mm.
Unless
Um,
he permits you to call him Angel, I would prefer you to call him Angelo, but
Angela, you said?
Angelo.
Right.
I don't think Angela is a boy's name.
I'll just call him Bun Bun. So, Bun here, had mentioned something about if we ever get into a pinch, I think he referred it to, that we need to close our eyes or something like that.
I do find most often that Angelo seems to talk when I'm not paying attention.
Oh,
I can't
that's,
move when you both look at me, or one of you.
yeah, that.
If we look straight up constantly, you can move around?
I can move and speak.
Why does it wear off when we look at you?
I don't know. Off in the distance, a very spectacular sight. Something that neither of you would have ever thought you would see in your lifetimes. A
Danger!
unicorn begins walking by. And it is alone, completely alone.
Can
Oh,
I
so
try?
pretty.
Can I try to carefully, slowly walk up to it?
Of course.
I put my hand on Ghosty's shoulder and prevent him from moving toward the unicorn.
I want to try to befriend it.
They're extremely hostile. I would not do that.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
I just told you.
Yeah, okay. It's very pretty though.
I'm not going to move, but I will look at it. I mean, you can move all you want. I just try not to get impaled, I suppose.
I'll just stay here then. I'll stay here then.
It does begin walking by. It seems too dark for it to actually see both of you.
Hmm. Why is it alone though? Wouldn't it be like in a herd?
That I actually don't know. Maybe it got lost.
I don't think we can really help it if it did get lost though.
Yeah, it might try to kill us if we try to help it.
Well, I could
We should
technically.
probably with the closer it gets so it doesn't hear us.
Yeah, you're fine. Jeez.
Whispering, both of you do manage to not draw any form of attention as it slashes its horn down and a rift opens up. As it walks inside.
Beautiful.
What if we walk back? Walk.
You no longer have to whisper. You won't be drawing anything's attention.
I don't think we should walk into the unicorn's rift.
But what? Who knows what's in there? Safety? There could be a mansion with food inside. There could be a
There
like.
could be a herd of unicorns.
Why would there
Sounds
be?
beautiful if you remember that they're hostile. Why would it be traveling alone with no way of getting back to its herd? Oh wait, it can open rifts with its horn.
As
Well,
the
it's
rift fully closes.
Better safe than sorry.
fine. Speaking of safe than sorry, I think we should stay in the tree for tonight since it's getting dark.
Angel, what do you think?
Are any of you looking at the plush?
No,
I'm looking to
I
the.
delivered it away.
What were you saying, Eric?
I was looking at the pond, though, like just kind of mesmerized by the figure.
Alright. None of the creatures really seem too hostile, beside the wolf and the unicorn. Seems like they're just passing by.
What wolf? What did I miss?
You were asleep for 3 months. You missed a lot.
Well, I didn't get eaten, so
You were stuck in a tree.
I didn't get eaten or injured. Things can climb. A lot of things can climb.
I'm not saying that I'm saying that the reason you missed a lot is because you were asleep for 3 months.
I know.
Estimately 3 months, but you know. Oh, wait, I never asked. What's your name, if you have one? Hmm?
What's yours?
Ghosty.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Ghosty. Where to now?
Could you repeat your name, please? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, yeah, no. My name is. So, where are we going?
Oh, oh, okay. Uh, I think we are going to. Honestly, not sure, but it is late, and also this is a very strange place.
As the moon gets covered by clouds, it becomes very, very dark.
Maybe we should stay the night in the tree.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Both of you go to bed in the tree.
Yeah.
Falling asleep in the tree, both of you get woken up to the nice morning sounds and the noise of something sniffing the both of you very closely.
Oh well, I was sleeping outside the tree. I like to imagine.
Okay.
Very slowly, I will just open one of my eyes.
The thing that seems to be sniffing and looking over both of you looks like this. Both of you do wake up to the heat.
Not a single sound.
I make not a noise.
The bear looks at the tree and starts scratching its back against it, melting parts of the inside of the tree. Although the tree's bark doesn't like set on fire, it just melts and kind of hardens. It hardens around the tree as the molten bear starts walking away.
We've gotten really with these.
You guys have passed the check. Good job.
Angel, are you okay?
Why would I not be?
Because it was very warm. I don't want you to catch fire.
You're too concerned with me. Focus on yourself.
Well, I know I'm fine.
So, what to tell you? How old are you?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm. How old are you?
that is so
Why do
helpful.
you refuse to answer her questions?
Well, to answer your question, I am 15.
I'm 17.
You
Hmm.
guys see off in the distance 6 of these things all surrounding the pond where the figure is.
What the fudge?
It seems like they're hunting.
This is where we take our butts and we find somewhere safer.
Yeah, we should probably head east.
Clover, in the pond, you do see what looks like a human figure.
Is that a person?
Is it a? It could just be the figure in the pond. I don't think there's anyone there.
Angel?
What?
Can you see any better than either of us?
No.
I don't think we should risk it. I think we should just move on.
But what if they need help?
You know what? Why don't we just get a little bit closer? And if there isn't a person, then we will walk off. If there is a person, we will try to get their attention in the best way possible.
Ghost, saying all of this, you are reminded of the person you've seen floating in the pond, in the middle of it. It wasn't just a figure, it was an entire person, but zero detail to them. Almost like a blank slate.
Are
Oh
you
no.
fast?
Hmm?
Are you fast?
Uh, uh yes?
Agile at all?
Your agility is a 3, Eric.
Yep.
And Nicole's agility is a 7.
You might have to carry me.
Let's move it. But are you stealthy?
Hmm?
Are you stealthy?
Ah, I would say so.
You can list your stats in character. That is an in character thing you're allowed to do.
Well, I don't have my stats up currently, so I cannot do that. I
You don't
do
have
believe
your
my
sheet?
stats are a 5, though.
Yeah, you're stealthy.
Let's go. So yeah, I can stealth. I'm stealthy.
Alright. So we could both try and sneak over to the tree closest to the lake and get a closer look at that figure.
All right, sounds good.
We've already been talking for way too long.
All right, let's just get moving, I guess.
I will
Almost
restate the scenario for you. These 6 things seem to be surrounding the pond. It looks almost as if they are hunting. These things.
Yeah, are we sure we want to test this? I mean, they have blue fire, and from what I've heard, blue fire is like the hottest type of fire.
Not in every case. In some cases, the blue fire could be chemicals.
I feel like that's a little worse.
No, not exactly. It's just fire. Fuck it, I'm gonna do this shit.
Morally, I think we should help. but any sense of self-preservation that I have says that we should run.
Well, what we can do, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to carefully walk over to the pond and see if there actually is a person there who is breathing and actually alive.
Walking over to the pond, the creatures seem to flock around closer the closer you get.
They don't seem too hostile. That's good.
Lucas, are you following?
Sure.
6.
You don't gotta follow.
Yeah, but I feel like 2v6 is better than 1v6.
It also seems like they are completely focused on the human figure. And
Okay,
it doesn't seem like their attention is on you yet.
okay, see, there's no one there. That person in the pond is not real. It's probably just bait. So why don't we skedoodle before we get skedaddled?
It looks like somebody wearing a full skin suit. No eyes, no mouth, no nose, no ears, or anything like that. No hair.
And trust me, I already tried. They don't talk or anything. So let's skedaddle.
Does a human have to look like a human to be alive?
It kind of helps. Well, no,
I mean, look at me. We look like polar opposites. Totally different. Some people don't even have mouths, but they can still talk, breathe, think, feel.
yeah, but I touched it. I tried to talk to it. It didn't even like flinch. It didn't do anything. So if we risk our lives for something that is probably just wearing someone else's skin, I feel like that wouldn't be worth it.
People don't flinch or look at you when they're asleep.
All right, I can float. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just going to. I don't even know. I don't know how we're supposed to help this person. I don't even know what to call it. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but what are we supposed to do? It doesn't seem like they're panicking. Doesn't seem like the creatures can swim or anything because, flames and water. So I feel like the person should be safe because water.
We're too far.
Hmm?
Sorry, I was talking to myself.
Okay. Well, I think that they should be fine because they're in the water and they'll be safe.
Good.
So, well, let's get a move on.
As y'all see these weird sparks coming off of the tree, not fire, but something more gas like.
Yep, we should definitely go. Let's get go. Let's get going.
You can tell it is heading towards the it's heading towards the creatures. The little raptor guys.
Yeah, that's our time to move. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. There we go. You can see them all kind of freak out. So where are you planning on going, Eric? And it's up to Nicole as whether or not they follow you.
All right. Well, I am going to go. Never eat sake waffle. I'm going to run straight forward.
Forward?
Currently, the way you're facing the lake. That would be toward the smoke.
No, I mean the other way.
That would be east.
East, yes. Never eat soggy waffles. I do not know my sense of direction.
At the end of the fucking shit. At the end of the gas, you see this as it does start tearing through these raptors and just eating them.
Yeah, whatever your name is, we might want to get going. And I think
Yeah,
Angel would
let's go.
agree.
Why wouldn't the raptors attack us? They've already noticed us by now. And why wouldn't that? We're bigger than them.
It, it, you don't see the okay.
Maybe it has to do with proximity or numbers. A
Maybe
lot of.
better safe than sorry. Do we not remember that?
I still want to see that person.
That person is in the middle of a pond and doesn't respond. I think we can come back to it. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just saying.
I understand you have a sense of self-preservation. A strong sense of self-preservation.
Me?
Yes.
As this creature snarls at these two others and they just run off. The creature begins entering the pond.
I start walking toward the pond.
I don't know if that
Okay, so Ghost, you said that you were running north, right?
I was, but then
East.
I noticed that. But then I stopped noticing that, you
Okay.
know,
Yeah, so
she's
you would be about here.
yeah. Seeing that, she's walking towards the pond, I kind of stop. Just looking back and forth between the pond and her.
As this creature enters the pond, it begins raising its hand, its claws towards the empty, detailless figure.
Maybe it was big.
As the claw begins caressing the figure, just looking at it, inspecting it. The creature is submerged, not completely. Like half of it is submerged. And the flames are like this. It's not flames, it's almost like sand, but purple, going off and flying into the air. As it's just inspecting the person. Nicole, what would you like to do?
I'm walking toward the pond.
Mm-hmm. And Eric?
I am going to start floating towards the pond because I feel like I would float faster than I walk.
Yeah. This creature notices you too as its head lowers to the just above the surface of the pond.
Seeing its head lower, I will stop.
As it does start backing out.
I take a step back and sit down in the grass.
Taking a step back, you see it whip around and start running for the tree. Disappearing into gas. Or the sand thing stuff.
Now, would you look at that?
I wonder what
Maybe I
happened.
was.
What are you guys doing? Why are y'all quiet?
Well, I was thinking because I wasn't sure if I should wait for you to be like, "What do you want to do?" But what I was thinking of doing was I'm going to float back to the figure and I'm going to try to take it out of the pond.
Grabbing the figure, it just kind of floats along the water. Completely fine.
Well,
Even though
then,
you are light, even though you're not extremely strong, the figure does go to the shore of the water as the weight picks up. And it's impossible to move her. It is a feminine
I will.
figure.
so it can't leave the water.
No, it's at the shore. Its head is on the ground.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to try to take it all the way out of the lake or pond.
Even with your strength, it's not. You aren't strong enough to pull the lady out of the water.
I will walk over to the lady and help Ghosty try to pick her up.
All right.
My strength is an 8, I believe.
I don't need to know your strength. Pulling her
No,
out.
it's 0.
All right. Struggle, but still pulling her out. You guys do manage to drag her onto the ground.
Looking into the void. You know what? I think I'm going to call this person Void.
Did you just name a person?
Well, it's not like it can tell us, so I'm just giving it a nickname. That way we're not just calling it the figure or the person, you know? Feels a bit more respectful to give it a nickname.
Stop calling it while you're at it.
I was
Her.
about to say that. Start
Yeah.
calling her.
Right. Her.
I don't want to push her luck, but I do want to see that creature. The gaseous one. I'm concerned about how frightened it was of people.
Do you think it would really let you near it if it's afraid of people?
Patience goes a long way.
Mm.
That's
Well, I'm sure
something
your
I thought.
dedication will do something for it.
Are you coming?
Yeah, coming.
I do try and put the girl on my back. See if that's any better.
It is so hard to lift her. It is taxing.